Hi, I'm John DeVella, and this is your Classic Rock Update. And we start out with a story from the Don't Believe Everything You Read on the Internet department. Last week, the Rolling Stones re-released Exile on Main Street, so stories were flying all over the place. The wildest one came out of Australia, where they said 69-year-old Charlie Watts was no longer going to tour the band, and he was going to be replaced by Steve Jordan, one of Keith Richards' collaborators. Within a day, the Rolling Stones released a statement saying that contrary to the rumors, Charlie Watts is in the band, will always be in the band, and if they tour, Charlie Watts will be playing. Way to go, Charlie. Let's roll some home movies. This October, the month that John Lennon would have turned 70, his son Julian will unveil a sculpture in Liverpool, England that will be a monument to his father's message of world peace. The art is being created by 19-year-old American artist Lorien Voyers and will be presented to the Beatles-themed Liverpool attraction, The Beatles Story. It's the second in a series of monuments commissioned by a California-based Global Peace Initiative, which aims to place a sculpture on each of the 7 continents. The first was presented to Singapore in 2005. Now, believe it or not, there are John Lennon sculptures all over the world. Here's one that's in Liverpool Airport, this one outside the Cavern Club, this one here is from the Hard Day's Night Hotel in London, this one in Lima, Peru, and this one in, of all places, Havana, Cuba. John Fogerty's Center Field is being celebrated twice, at the end of June and at the end of July. In June, the 25th anniversary edition of the song is going to be released, and in July, he's going to be at the induction ceremony at the Baseball Hall of Fame. John went on to say that he is so glad that this song has become part of a sport that he truly loves. Fogerty will perform the song that day at the induction ceremony, and it's the first time that a musical artist or a song is being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Yardbirds drummer Jim McCarty says that the band never lived up to its potential when Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck were in it. He's still on the road with Chris Drea, and they're still doing shows, but he recently told the Cleveland Plain Dealer that, well, when Beck left the band, well, they never really gave him a good shot. You see, in 1966, they were on a Dick Clark package tour, going out with a bunch of other bands. And, well, Jeff just got himself all wound up. He got nervous, he got crazy. He thought he was going to have a nervous breakdown. So he decided to leave the band and go out to California to see a particular doctor. Well, when he came back, they decided to fire him. And, well, things were never the same. As a matter of fact, Jim says that to this day, Jeff Beck still holds a grudge. Peter Frampton has been forced to cancel all of his shows prior to going out on the road with Yes due to the loss of all of his guitars and custom equipment. Frampton's storage space in Nashville was completely consumed by the recent flooding, ruining decades of specialty equipment and priceless vintage and custom guitars. Frampton posted on Facebook, "Without belittling the devastation and suffering in Nashville, my band and I don't even have a guitar strap, let alone a guitar that wasn't totaled in the flood." Fans from all over the world were offering up equipment, and he thanked them on his Facebook page, but went on to say that the folks at Fender and Gibson have backed him up and they've got all the equipment he needs. He recently posted these pictures of his guitars and the rig that he was going to use on tour that were all totally destroyed. And that is the end of our Classic Rock Update for this week. I'll see you on the radio weekday mornings from 5:30 to 9 on Classic Rock 102.9 MGK. Grr.